What's up, guys? It's Sean with the TSOD channel. Welcome back to another exciting episode. Hey, we're back out here on the range, all right? And today we're actually working a couple different things. I got a couple of my buddies out here, Brian and Clay. So they're going to be, working some rifle, pistol stuff. And today is all about the basics, guys. We're going back to the basics, all right? If you watch some of my previous videos, a lot of it was about more speed. So now we're dialing it back and we're getting right to the basics. We're going to be focusing on some static stuff with rifle as well as pistol today. So if you see this target back here behind me, we got some shapes, we got colors. All right, and then as we look over here to the left, we're gonna be doing a 100-yard zero on my buddy's rifle. He's got a new optic on it. And then we're gonna be working some steel. But today it's just back to the basics, really simple. You're not gonna wanna miss today's episode, all right? See you in a sec. Okay, guys, so now we're gonna get back into the meat and potatoes of today's episode. Now we're talking about the basics of just static shooting, right? We're gonna talk about the height over bore, all right? Especially when you're shooting at close distances. The height of your optic, whatever you're using, whether it's iron sights or primarily some type of optic, whether it's a red dot or if it's a scope with some type of zoom, it's going to be different as you get closer to the target, because as you guys can see here, I'm rocking an EOTech. This little window, if you guys can come up here and see, this window sits about, I don't know, an inch and a quarter above the actual barrel that sits in here. So the impact to what you're looking at is going to be different as you get closer. This starts to come into play, I would say, at about the 25-yard range and in, especially depending on where you zero. If you do a 25-yard zero, 50-yard zero, 100-yard zero, the actual impact to the relation of the optic is going to be relationally different as you get closer. So that's one of the things that we're going to be working on today, as well as just body position, presentation from a couple different carries, if you want to call it. There are two main carries that we're going to be talking about is the low ready, sort of like this, kind of low and just below the eye of that target. We're also going to be talking about the sort of the high ready, somewhere about here, whereas we're coming up to engage, and the pros and cons of each. So that's what we're going to be demonstrating right now. Let's talk about the height over bore or the offset or your holds, and that's what we're gonna demo, okay? All right, guys, so I'm here at, I don't know, roughly 2 yards or something like that, all right? Maybe about 6 feet away from the target. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna basically put my dot right in the center of that orange square on the third line. I'm gonna aim dead center and we'll see where my shot is. More than likely, my shot is going to be low. So we'll demo it. All right, shooter ready, stand by, target. Okay, you guys see that? All right, it dropped low, maybe about 2 inches right here. I was aiming somewhere about right here, shot dropped right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to apply a hold, roughly this distance from where I was aiming up to about right here, and that shot should drop right in the center. So let's go ahead and walk back right here, and we're gonna go ahead and demo that. All right, this is from the low ready, shooter ready, stand by, target. There you go, okay? We'll go back up, we'll take a look at the target set. I was aiming somewhere in about this ballpark, and as you can see, that shot landed right in the center, okay? That is your height over bore, your offset, your holdover, whatever you want to call it. All right, guys? So you guys saw me demo, all right, from the low ready. Now I've got Clay here. He's going to be demoing from the high ready, okay? Now there's pros and cons to either carry. Ultimately, it's up to you on whatever you're more comfortable with to be able to effectively engage that target. But we're at roughly the same distance. Again, he's going to demo from the high ready. If you do competition shooting or whatever, maybe that's just your preferred carry. Again, they're roughly the same distance either way, from the eyes and actually being able to present up and engage that target. So he's going to demo with a single shot. I'm just going to give him the shooter ready, stand by, target call, okay? All right, ready, Clay?
Yep.
Shooter ready. Stand by, target. Okay, which one did you, which one did you?
Third line blue.
Third line blue, okay. Right there.
Third
All right, excuse me. 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
Third line blue, not bad, all right? Very, very smooth. We're not running the shot timer here, but just wanted to show you guys. Now, were you implementing the hold? You're actually holding high. Now, what I want you to do for the viewers, I want you to aim dead center, right? I want you to aim dead center so we can see if there's any difference between the high ready, low ready, if you're gonna get any sort of differences in height over bore. You should not. So that shot should actually be somewhat low in and around here, all right? All right. Ready, Brian? Shooter ready.
Yes.
Stand by, target. Okay, there you have it. Brian, if I just have you come up here. He's low, okay? He was aiming dead center. He's low, he's at about 2.5 yards, somewhere around there. So it's going to be different at the different yard lines, right? It's not just 1 yard away, 3 yards away. That height over bore is going to ultimately get, wider as you get closer, and it's going to get smaller as you get further away. So that's going to be for you, and however you set your weapon up, however your optic is mounted to your rifle, it's going to be different, okay? So you're just going to have to get out there on the range and test it for yourself, all right? Okay, guys, so we're going to kind of close out this basic static rifle, whatever you want to call it, holdover, height over bore, as well as presentation drill. Again, bringing it back to the basics. This is actually going to be a two-part series, right? So we're focusing on rifle for this portion of it, but actually we're going to do a pistol portion that's going to be very, very similar. So you're going to want to maybe subscribe to the channel so you see that, so that way you can get both sides of it, both rifle and then pistol. Okay, so right now we've already talked about presentation, high ready, low ready. We've talked about height over bore and holdover and offsets, things like that. Now we're going to finish it up with just some basic drills that you can do on your own or with a buddy out there on the range, and we're going to be focusing on the shapes and colors drill, okay? You're probably looking at it as like, why the heck does he have all this weird colors and stuff like that? This is to kind of get your mind thinking, right? We're talking about IDing, identification, recognition of targets and threats for you to be able to process that information and move to a certain target. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give him either a line number, I'm gonna give him either a color or a shape, and he's gonna have to process that, right, in the fastest amount of time that he can and engage that shot accurately, okay? You start off slow at first, and then from there you build up the speed to get much faster from there. So, all right, Clay, are you ready? Are you comfortable with the drill?
Yep.
Okay.
You're gonna do color, shape, then line number, right?
We'll kind of mix it up. We'll kind of.
Perfect.
I won't make it too crazy for you, but I'm gonna right before I say shooter ready, stand by, or I'll give you the color and shape first, so that way you can kind of process it. You know what? I'm just gonna give you the contact, and then I'm gonna call it out what it is. So you're gonna be looking for it, okay? All right, shooter ready, stand by, target. 2, yellow. All right, good job. Did he keyhole that? I think he keyholed that thing. All right, badass. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Shooter ready. Stand by. Target. 4, blue. All right, a little bit low. Process time, okay? Remember, you got to remember the holdover, because he's closer now. He was probably aiming dead center at that shape, but it was low. So that's the things that you have to process in your mind. All right, ready?
Yep.
Shooter ready. Stand by. Target. Red, square. 3. Nice, good job. All right, shooter ready. Stand by. Target. Orange, circle, 4. All right, one more. Shooter ready. Stand by. Target. Blue, 2. Okay, a little low on that, but faster though, faster. I like it, guys. All right, go ahead, you're good. Okay guys, so there you have it. We'll come up, kind of take a look at some of the shot groups. Now before we started filming, we were testing our holdover. Obviously, I want to make sure it's good before we start shooting. It's way off, and then we got to, you know, go ahead and zero and stuff like that. So there you can see it. There you can see it. Some of the shots you could tell. I believe it was this shot right here when we called it. I'm pretty sure. No, it was this one. It was a blue triangle. Were you aiming kind of like right dead center? You forgot the hold?
I think I was aiming right here
and thought
it would be high enough,
gotcha.
But it was not.
So you just got to figure out the hole. We know where it's at in the EOTech. Basically, the bottom of that circle is going to basically need to be about right here or so for it to drop right into this, you know, the kill box of this this triangle. So hey, that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. All right, super simple. Just hitting the basics, all right? Talked about, you know, the different carries, you know, low ready, high ready. We talked about height over bore. And then I showed you guys just a very basic drill that you guys, you don't have to get spray paint or get fancy with it or anything like that. You can get a little marker, color pencils, whatever, and just make something simple like this that's gonna allow you to think and process for you to be able to actually engage, okay? So appreciate you guys tuning into the video. Appreciate Clay and Brian for helping me out with this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Also, don't forget to head on over to the TSODshop.com to check out some sweet merch. We got shirts, we got tanks, we got hats, we got it all over there. So go check it out and don't forget to share this video, all right? I will catch you guys again next time on the TSOD channel. Peace.